Welcome back to another edition of the Washington Nationals here on OOTP 27. And as you can see, we are here ready for the 2029 wildcard round against the New York Mets. As we finished basically one game behind them. They were one game in front of us. We were one game behind them. The Reds were one game behind us, and the Giants were one game behind them, just barely missing out in the playoffs. That's how close it was in the wild card race here for the National League. But we are taking on the Mets. I already showed you what our roster is going to look like here. No changes to that. The only changes that the order is going to be Houck, Burns, Fluky, and then Kirby, who just pitched towards the end of the season, is unfortunately not going to be able to go in this wild card round. So we need to get through this round to be able to move on and have Kirby pitch in the postseason. But Houck's been good for us. Corbin Burns has been up and down. We look at his splits here. September, good with the FIP, not so good with the ERA, and then the other months just kind of not so great. And then Fluky, don't think he's going to be ready for the next game, but he will be ready for the third game if it is needed. And then just taking a quick look at the New York Metropolitan roster, take a look at what they did here in 2029. They also were a very, very good hitting team. They get on base way more than we do, and they also slug about the same, score a ton of runs. They get hits as well as extra base hits, and then they also strike out a ton. So a similar offense to us. They just get on base a bit more. And then their pitching, I would say it's worse than ours. They don't give up home runs, they don't give up walks, and they strike out a ton of guys, but they give up a ton of hits. Their opponent's average is not great. Their BABIP is not great. Their defense is horrible. So I feel like we could get to this staff. Now, they do strike out a ton of guys. We strike out a ton. That could be a big problem. But if we have some guys, stringing together some hits, we should be able to do some damage to this Mets team. And then taking a look at this Mets pitching staff, Chris Sale, who's on the Mets now at age 40, is their Game 1 starter. He is the one ready to go. Then they've got Nolan McLean going from Oklahoma State. He is probably their best pitcher just overall. And then Christian Scott from Marlins. He was in the Marlins, wasn't he, for me? From Marlins fame in the Marlins series is going Game 3. And then their bullpen, Ryan Lambert is their closer. They've got Garrett Clevenger, Jose Leclerc, Gregory Soto, Jordan Leisure. Dickie Lovelady is on this team. Dylan Ross, vaguely familiar with him. Jaden Hill, familiar with him. And then David Peterson is in their bullpen as a specialist. And then on the hitting side of things, Carson Bench has turned into an absolute monster for them. 70 overall player. Insane amount of... he's just straight up like a superstar hitter. 5-win season, 4-win season last year. 26 home runs for him. 26 swipe bags as well. 33 doubles. He's just an all-around monster of a hitter. He's their best player. They've got Juan Soto, obviously. He's still really, really good. Ural Perez, he was a free agent signing. So he was a part of the Michael Kopech trade. And then in 2026, the White Sox traded him to the Guardians for Matt Festa, who I believe is a Seton Hall guy. No, I think it's David Festa, who's a Seton Hall guy. But yeah, this guy's had quite the journey to get to the Mets here, and then he signed a 4-year deal. Did he even play in the big leagues? He didn't. He did not play in the big leagues. I think I remember seeing this guy in free agency, and I was like, this guy wants a lot of money for someone who's never played in the big leagues. And then he just goes straight to the Mets, and turns out he's a really good major league player as well. We could have had this guy playing second base, but I'm fine with our second base, Angel Feliz. They have Ural Perez, and then Francisco Lindor is still their shortstop. Frankie Alvarez is their catcher. Brett Beatty's in left field. Jacob Reimer is the third baseman. He's around league average bat. Munetaka Murakami is their first baseman. Yeah, first baseman because Soto's the DH. They got Daryl Hernandez, however you say his name. Mark Vientos is still on their bench. Luis Taveras is on this team. But definitely some scary bats here between Bench, Soto, Perez. Beatty can hit. Murakami can hit. This Reimer guy can hit. Frankie Lindor is somebody who can definitely, still hit a bit. Frankie Alvarez has some serious pop. I mean, this is a scary lineup, but we have a scary lineup too. This might be a lot of like 10-9 games, a lot of high scoring games in this series. And here we are, folks. The 3D view is back. We can actually tell what the hell is happening. Game 1 of this 3-game set of the wild card. We are here at Citi Field as the road team. Harry Ford leading things off for us. We have Tanner Houck going. They have Chris Sale going. Let's get into it. Hit a little wrist action. Nothing going for us top 1. Carson Benj on second base. 2 outs. 1-0 count to Juan Soto. Let's pitch around him. 3-0 count. He's obviously going to spit on that. So first and second here. Nope. 2 outs for Frankie Alvarez. We'll pitch around him too. First pitch swinging. Ground ball up to shortstop. Easy play for Eli Willits. And that's a scoreless frame for Tanner Houck. Move things on top 2. Nothing going for us. Move things on bottom 2. And once again, Houck's in some trouble here. First and second, 1 out for the 9-hitter Leody Taveras. We're going to go right after him. 1-1 count. Ground ball down the third baseline. House going to rip that one across the infield. 2 down, but the runners move up to second and third. Wait. He beat that out. Leody Taveras, infield single. Its bases juiced. Ducks on the pond here. 1 out for Ural Perez. Big spot in the game. 2-0 count. Perez well hit at the left center field. Caught by Seaver King. That'll be a sac fly, make it a 1-0 game as Brett Beatty tags to make it a 1-0 lead for the Mets. So now 2 down brings up Jacob Reimer. First pitch swinging for him. Ground ball out to House. Whips it across the diamond, and that's 3 down. So the Mets take a 1-0 lead. We're now on to the 3rd inning here. Eli Willits, Sirota, King due up. What just happened? 2-run home run by Mike Sirota. After Eli Willits gets hit by a pitch on the second pitch of the AB, he takes his base. Mike Sirota hits one 358. And it's a 2-run lead for the Washington Nationals as we have ourselves a lead. Anything else going on in the inning? Nothing. So still 2-1 here, bottom 3. Tanner Houck in some trouble. Runners on the corners. 2 outs for Munetaka Murakami, who we're going to go right after. 0-1 count to him. Ground ball out to third base. Brady House takes the short way at second. 3 down for the Mets. Move things on to the top of the 4th here. Chris Sale still on the bump. It is Torkelson, Bellinger, House due up. And we do nothing. So it's now bottom 4. And Tanner Houck is hurt. Tanner Houck is hurt. There's a runner on first, 1 out. It is top of the order for them, Perez, Reimer, Benj. And we need to take Tanner Houck out of the game because he has wrist soreness. Fantastic. So I think 4th inning here, I think this is a Connor Prelip. He's not quite a stopper for us, but he is a middle relief guy. He's going to come in the game, hopefully give us a couple innings to bridge it to the stoppers. And we're going to go pitcher. We're going to pitch batter by batter here. So we're going to go Perez, go after him. Looks like he's first pitch swinging here. Fly ball right field. Bellinger ranging back. Makes the play. That's 2 down. Runner stays put at first base. Brings up Jacob Reimer. Gonna go after him. Full count. Whiffs through that one as Prelip strikes him out. Scoreless inning for the Nationals. Move things on to the top of the 5th. Chris Sale still on the bump. Willits, Sirota, King due up. Nothing going for our bats. Now it's bottom 5. Prelip in some trouble, but it's 2 down. First and second here for the Mets. Slow runners in Alvarez and Beatty. Murakami at the dish. Lefty on lefty action. Full count. Here it comes. Gets him swinging. Prelip's 3rd K. Still a 2-1 lead here for the Nationals as we move things on top 6. Chris Sale still on the bump. And he's in some trouble. He's still in the game. Brady House at the dish. Wood on second. Bellinger at first. 1 out here for the Nationals. And it is Brady House. 2-1 count. Ground ball. 5-4-3 around the horn double play. Score remains 2-0, or 2-1 rather. We're now on to the bottom of the 6th. Connor Prelip facing Lindor, Tavares, Perez. We're going to let him face these guys. Works a scoreless frame, move things on top 7. Chris Sale still on the bump, and he's about to be in the red. Never mind. He's about to be in the red. It's Feliz, Willis, Sirota due up. Sale's out of the game. Jose Leclerc is in as Feliz is on second. Seaver King's on first. We got some speed out there on the bases with 2 outs for Harry Ford. Works a full count, spits on ball 4. Bases are drunk here for the Nationals as James Wood steps in the batter's box and David Peterson, the lefty, who just has terrible, he's better against lefties, but he is not a good pitcher anymore. I mean, James Wood should be able to just eat this guy for lunch. Let's see what happens. Full count. Strike him out. Wonderful. Peterson gets out of it. Still a 2-1 lead here for the Nats. Move things on bottom 7. And it is now stopper time. It is Benj, Soto, Alvarez due up. That's 2 lefties, so it's Luke Little. Luke Little's in the game. All right. Gets 1 down, but now Soto's on second base here with 1 out for Frankie Alvarez. We're going to go after him. Full count. Struck him out. 2 down. Soto's on second here for Mark Vientos. We're going to let Little face him as well. Full count as well. Struck him out too. Still a 2-1 game. Luke Little does his job. Move things on top 8. Garrett Clevenger is entered for the Metropolitans. We have Torkelson, Bellinger, and House due up. And we have hit a home run. A solo shot off the bat of Brady House. 358. 2 home runs on the day for the Nationals. A 2-run shot. Now a solo by House here in the 8th inning as we take a 3-1 lead. Anything else going? Yes, indeed. That was an Angel Feliz home run, wasn't it? It was indeed. 360 off the bat for him. It's now a 4-1 lead for the Nationals. And now Eli Willits with a double is on second base. Still keeping the inning going here as Mike Sirota comes up to the dish, works a full count, and he goes down swinging. So we do strike for a couple, 2 in the inning to make it 4-1 as we now move things on bottom 8. And Matt Brash is going to come in the game here as Luke Little's starting to run out of stamina. Brash in some trouble. Runners on the corners. 2 outs for Jacob Reimer. 1-0 count to him. Ground ball. House fields that one, goes to second with it for the short way, and he gets him. Scoreless frame for Brash here in the 8th. Move things on top 9. Dylan Ross comes on for the Metropolitans. It's King, Ford, Wood due up. We do nothing. Matt Brash is going to work a second inning. It gives up a home run or something. It's a 4-2 game. Yeah, solo shot from Juan Soto. Brash is starting to get into the red here. He's still in the yellow. We're going to go batter by batter here. So Frankie Alvarez, 0-1 count. That is clobbered to left center field. We have ourselves a 1-run game, folks, and Matt Brash needs to get the hell out of it. The Mets have chased Matt Brash out of this game. And we are going to bring in, I genuinely have no idea. I mean, I haven't trusted Doval in high leverage. Same with Rodriguez. I don't want to burn Santos considering he might pitch tomorrow as an opener. Do we trust Sakura's ratings as a reliever? Do we give it to Evan Hollick? Honestly, fuck it. Evan Hollick, get your ass in the fire. 1-run game, 1 out. Heriberto Hernandez, nobody on. What she got? Full count, Evan Hollick. Straight from college to the postseason. Ball 4. Runner on first. 1 out for Murakami. 2-2 count. Struck him out. That's 2 down. Brings up Frankie Lindor. 1-2 count. Plunks him. First and second now for Leody Taveras. We're going to visit the mound, make sure he's good. He's a young guy. 1-2 count to Taveras. Struck him out. Evan Hollick has given the Nationals a 1-0 lead in the series here as he shuts the door stops the bleeding. 4-3 victory here in Game 1, as we are now just one game away from moving on to the NLDS. Great game overall. Feliz had 2 hits. Wood, Bellinger, House, Willits, and Sirota all had a hit on the day. Sirota had a home run. House and Feliz also had homers. Willits had a double. Houck goes 3 1/3, 1 run. Prelip goes 2 2/3, no runs. Little gives us an inning of scoreless ball. Brash, not his best outing. And then Evan Hollick goes 2/3 of an inning and shuts the door, gets the save, his first postseason save. And he was pitching at South Carolina for the Gamecocks a couple months ago. But now he's pitching postseason ball in high leverage spots. And Tanner Houck, fortunately, is only out for like 1 week, so we're not going to take him off the playoff roster. Yeah, Cameron Flukie is only at 69%. He's going to go tomorrow. We're going to let Corbin Burns try to pitch today. He's our most rested guy. He's going to go. We're going to trust him. So here we are in Game 2, folks. Still at Citi Field, obviously. And Nolan McLean, the Oklahoma State Cowboy, going for the New York Mets. And then we have Corbin Burns, the St. Mary Gale, going for us on the bump. So top 1 here, Harry Ford leading things off. Nothing going for him, but James Wood is on second base with a double. So he's in scoring position here for Spencer Torkelson. Works a full count. Goes down swinging on a curveball, 2 down. Brings up Cody Bellinger. Works a full count. And that's going to be skied shallow center field. In comes Taveras, makes the play. 3 down go the Nationals. We move things on bottom 1 for Corbin Burns. Nothing going for the Mets. That's a scoreless frame. Move things on top 2. Nothing going for us. Nothing going for them. Nothing going for us. Nothing going for them. Nothing going for us. Nothing going for them. Nothing going... Oh, wait, never mind. We just did something. Angel Feliz with a solo home run. It's a 1-0 Nationals lead here in the top of the 5th inning as we strike first. And now Eli Willits comes up with 1 out and nobody on. We don't do anything else in the inning. We're on to the bottom of the 5th with a 1-run lead. Corbin Burns still on the bump. Runner on second base, 2 outs, so they're threatening here. Top of the order with Ural Perez at the dish. We're going to pitch around him. That's going to be skied into foul territory. In comes Brady House, makes the play. That's 3 down. Another scoreless frame for Corbin Burns. We're on to the top of the 6th now. Nolan McLean still on. He works a scoreless frame. Burns now bottom 6. In some trouble here. First and second, 1 out for Frankie Alvarez. We're going to visit the mound. He says he can still pitch. He's had it working today, so we're gonna believe him. Are we gonna believe him? Yeah, we're gonna believe him. We're gonna go after Frankie Alvarez here. 2-2 count. Ground ball to House, around the horn, double play, gets him out of the inning. It's still a 1-0 lead here for the Nats. So we're on to the top of the 7th here. Nolan McLean still on the bump. It's Bellinger, House, Feliz due up for us. We do nothing. We're on to the bottom of the 7th. We're going to go batter. We're going to go batter by batter. So we're going to go after Beatty here. 1-2 count. Struck him out. That's 1 down, but Burns is hurt on the play, and he has to come out of the game. Back tightness. 2 days. Jesus Christ. All right, so he has to come out. We got a lefty and then a switch hitter coming up, and then another switch hitter. I mean, Frankie Lindor is good against both. Taveras is, he's good against both. Murakami is much worse. He can do both. So... you know what? Fuck it. Camilo Doval, we're going to trust him. He's got that high leverage experience. He's going to come in here, bottom 7, 1 out, nobody on, facing Munetaka Murakami. He's going to go after him. Full count. Here comes the pitch. Well hit to center field, but not well enough, as that's going to be tracked down by Mike Sirota. 2 down brings up Frankie Lindor. Full count to him. That's also well hit, right center field. Ranging back as Bellinger makes the leaping catch. And that's going to be a scoreless frame for the Nationals. 1-2-3 go the Mets. We are on to the 8th inning here at Citi Field as the Mets are losing out on chances here. Sirota, King, and Ford due up for the Nationals with Leclerc on the bump. Nothing going for the Nats. Still 1-0. Bottom 8 here. We're going to go batter by batter. Leody Taveras. 1-1 from Camilo Doval. That's smacked right at Eli Willits, who makes a leaping catch at shortstop for out number 1. Brings up Ural Perez at the top of the order. 0-1 count to him. That's well hit right up the middle, and that's going to be a base knock. So a 1-out single for Perez brings up Jacob Reimer. We're going to see if Duvall can work a double play because he is that extreme ground ball guy. Instead, he's going to give up another base knock. Runner holds up at second base, though, so they only move up 90 feet. So first and second here, 1 out. Carson Benj, Juan Soto are due up. That's 2 lefties, so we are going to bring in Keegan Akin out of the bullpen. Facing Carson Benj, 1-2 count. Struck him out. Keegan Akin gets it done. That's 2 down, brings up Juan Soto. Go after him. Full count. Weak ground ball to Willits. Fires the first. Boom. Juan Soto retired. Scoreless frame for the Nationals, and we move things on to the top of the 9th. As we look to possibly put on some insurance runs as they bring on their closer, Ryan Lambert. To face Wood, Torkelson, and Bellinger, the heart of our order, 2, 3, 4. And then House due up after that. Anything going? All right, James Wood's on second base here. 1 out for Cody Bellinger. 3-1 count. Skies that one. Foul territory. Alvarez makes the play. 2 down. Now it's Brady House with 2 outs and a runner on second base. 1-1 count. That's hit down the left field line. Lands in for a base knock. James Wood will round third. Head home. No, he doesn't. He stays put. Never mind. Runners on the corners as Wood stays put at third base. And we have 2 outs still. Angel Feliz digs in. Works a full count. Spits on ball 4. Bases are juiced for the Nationals for Eli Willits, who, his bat's been better this season, but I don't know if I want him hitting in a big spot like this. On paper against a right-handed hitter, yeah. Not really what I want hitting. Is Ronnie Cruz slightly better? Sure. Narvaez, no. Lasco. You know what, Ronnie Cruz. Let's bring Ronnie Cruz in there. Ronnie Cruz is going to come into pinch hit here. What's he got for us? Works a full count. All runners are going. They're charging in at second base. Everyone is safe as Ronnie Cruz beats it out. An infield hit makes it a 2-0 lead for the Nationals. It pays off with the speed down that first baseline. Now it's Mike Sirota at the dish. 2-2 count to him. Whips through it for strike number 3, and that is the end of the inning. So we move things on, bottom 9, 2-0 lead for the Nationals here. We need to change our defensive alignment here as, honestly, Seaver King to second base. Or no. We need... No. Seaver King still in left field. Feliz at second base. Or no. We want Seaver King at second. We want Feliz to go to short. And then we want Lasco to come in for Ronnie Cruz's spot. And he's going to play some left field for us. So that's the new defensive alignment. Keegan Akin is in against Alvarez. And then it's 2 lefties after him. So we're going to keep him in here, see if he can get through the righty. 2-2 to Alvarez. That is hit a sky-high center field, but Mike Sirota puts it away, 1 down. Mark Vientos comes on as a pinch hitter, so a righty to counter Akin's lefty arm. We're still going to let him pitch. 0-2 count. Struck him out. That's 2 down. Their next batter up is Murakami, who is cold, facing a lefty. What you got for us? 0-2 count. That is hit sky high left field. In comes Lasco, puts it away, as the Jackson, New Jersey man catches it here in Flushing to end the wild card series as the Nationals are on to the DS for a second season in a row. They will play in the National League DS here. Big time stuff as we take out the Mets, who are the top wild card team. 2-0 in a 3-game set in Flushing. Corbin Burnes got it done, folks. 6 1/3, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks on the bump for the veteran. Doval, he pitched an inning of scoreless ball. Kin gave us an inning and 2/3 with 2 Ks, no hits. Noel McLean was fantastic with 6 2/3 and 11 Ks, but he gave up 1 run. Lambert gave up 1 run, and that was all it took, as our pitching staff was just better today. Corbin Burnes and the company gets it done. Feliz, House, Cruz had an infield hit. Wood, Ford, only 5 hits on the day for us, but it's enough, as Feliz had a homer, Wood had a double, and then Ronnie Cruz had the infield single to drive in the second run of the day. That's all it took. 2-0 win. On to the DS. Who was the series MVP? How sweep it is. Thank you. We swept them in a 3-game set. We won 2 games back-to-back. What an accomplishment. The series MVP, Angel Feliz, folks. The future. Our second baseman, Angel Feliz, wins the wild card series MVP in 2029. Fantastic. We love to see it. He had a 1,500 slug in 6 ABs, 3 hits, 2 home runs. 2 home runs in a 2-game set. You're gonna win. You're gonna win the series MVP. As we are now on to the division series. I guess it depends on who advances. Or no, it doesn't reseed. It doesn't reseed. Never mind. We will be taking on the Chicago Cubs in the NLDS, a rematch of the 2028 National League Division Series.